see, let us recall the next concept is the highest common factor. Now we will come over across the actual lesson. Okay, whichever we discussed in the previous videos, that will be your previous knowledge of the concept of SCF. That knowledge is helpful to find the SCF and LCM of the given numbers. Is it clear to you? Now, in this video, we will discuss the concept of SCF in detail with the help of the different example. Okay. Now, what is mean by HCF? H stand for highest, C stand for common, F stand for factor. So, this is called it as HCF, highest common factor. Highest common factor is also called it as a GCD. So, what is a long form of GCD? Greatest common divisor. Now in division method, you know which is the dividend, which is the quotient, which is the divisor, and which is the, what is left out? Remainder is done, divisor is done, quotient is done, yes, dividend. Okay, out of these four concepts, we taken one of the concept, that is divisor. Understood? So it is a greatest common divisor. Now with the help of this example, we will discuss. Now for finding the HCF, we are using the prime factor method. Okay, which is given in your textbook on page number 17. So refer the page number 17 for this concept. Understood? Now we will take the example. Find the HCF of 24 and 32 by prime factor method. The HCF can be find out with the help of one of the method. That method is called it as a prime factors method. Understood? Now I taken the two numbers as 24 and 32. Okay. So how to factorize it? Now see, again the same. Start with the 2. 24 is divisible by 2. Yes. So 24 divided by 2, you will get 12. 12 divided by 2, you are getting 6. 12 divided by 2, 6 is there. So 2 again, 2 3s are 3, 3 1s are 3. Now how to factorize this 32? First I will write it as a 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12. Then 2, 2 8s are 16. Then 2, 2 4s are 8. Then 2, 2 2s are 4. Then 2, 1. Okay. Both the numbers we factorize with the help of the vertical arrangement. Okay. Now, what is our concept? Highest common factor. So, from both the numbers, you have to find out first common factor. And after finding the common factor, you have to select which is the highest one. Okay. Now, see how to find out. How to write the 24 as? With the help of horizontal method, yes, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay. So, these are the factors of 24. Now, what are the factors of 32? The factors of 32 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Understood? Now, in this one, after writing the both the factors, now you have to take the common factor. Now, what is mean by common factor? The factor which are same in both the numbers. Okay, now see, here 2 is there, so 2 is there. So, make a combination of the common factor. Common factor means that particular number will come in both the numbers. Okay, that factor means here 2 is a factor, which is a factor coming in 24 number also in 30. So, you have to take the, means you have to first take the all the common factor, and after collecting all the common factor, you have to take the product. Okay. So first I will underline all the common factors. Okay. Common factors in 24 and 32, which are same in both the numbers. Now we will underline it. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And when you are taking the common factor, you have to take, because it is a common. So that's why when you are taking the product, you have to take at a once only, at a one time only. So how to write the SCF. Now see, so here the 2, which is a common factor, occurs thrice in each number. How many times 2 is coming? 1, 2 and 3 times. So the common factor 2 occurs thrice in each number. So therefore I can write the SCF of, therefore the SCF of 24 and 32 is, take the product of all the common factors. 2 is, you are observing, 1 common, 2, second common 2, third common 2. Okay, you have to write because it is a common one. That's why you are writing at one time only. Okay, so 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So what is the SCF of 24 and 32? 8. Okay, now come to the next example. Now you are observing basic one. The basic thing is that in this sum you are finding the SCF of 2 numbers. Now in the second example you are finding the SCF of the 3 numbers. So how to find out? You can use this method also. This is the vertical arrangement. Okay, now we will discuss. Now let us work out. Okay, let us work out this example in the vertical arrangement. So for this one, we write all the numbers in one line. Okay, now I am showing the another arrangement, another vertical arrangement to you. When the numbers are given more than 2, you can use for 2 also. Okay, same method you can use. But one is I already explained to you. Now I will explain the next arrangement. Okay, now see what I told you. Have to write down all the numbers in one line and find their factors. Now I am writing the numbers in one line only. Yes. Now here what we done it? We make the 2 separate prime factors of these numbers. Now here we are making the, yes, here in this case we are making together. Understood? You are getting the difference between this example and this example. In this example, we make the separate prime factors. Here you can take all together in one line. Okay, and you have to find out the prime factors now. Now how to find out the prime factors? Again you have to put a vertical line. To the left side of the vertical line, you have to just write down the prime factors. Now, when you are finding in this way, remember one thing is that all the numbers should be divisible by one number only. If out of 3 numbers, if any one number is not divisible by that particular prime number, then leave it. The condition is what? All the 3 numbers should be divisible by one common prime number. That is very, very important. Okay, when you are doing this common vertical arrangement, this is separate vertical arrangement. You are showing both the numbers separately. Their prime factors you are showing separately. Here you are combining together. Okay, so here whichever you are getting at the last, you will get here directly. How? Now we will discuss. Okay, what I told, these 3 numbers should be divisible by one common prime number. Okay, which is we will find out. Same method, you will start with 2. If the 2, for example, these 2 only divisible by 2, the third one is not divisible by 2, then don't take 2 as a prime factor. Then go to the next. Means in this way you have to proceed. Now see, 2 is divisible by 60 is divisible by 2. Yes. 12 is divisible by 2. Yes. 36 is divisible by 2. Yes. So you can take first line. 2 should be divisible. So I will write here 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 0. Then 2 6 are 12. 2 1s are 2. Then 2 8s are 16. Again, all these 3 numbers, they are divisible by 2. So again I will give the division by 2 over here. So my next prime factor will be 2. Understood? So see, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 2 9s are. Now you are observing in third line, Yes, in third line, the numbers which are not divisible by 2. So automatically we will take the next prime number. Which is the next prime number? 3. 15 is divisible by 3? Yes. 3 is divisible by 3? Yes. 9 is divisible by 3? Yes. So I will take it over here, 3. So 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3 3s are 9. Now you are observing in the last slide, you are getting all the numbers which are prime numbers. Means you can't able to factorize more because 5 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. Understood? So in this way, you can't go to the next step. Okay. So which is the SCF of this 60, 12 and 36? Now I will write it as a whichever you are getting over here, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, these 3 factors are the when you will take the product of these 3 prime factors, that will be your respective HCF of the given number. Okay, so here I will write it as, therefore HCF of 60, 12 and 36 is, you have to take the product which is given to the left side of this line. So which is the product? 2 into 2 into 3, that is equals to 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So what is the HCF? So I can say that the 12 is a divisor of 60 and 36. Understood? Okay, copy this sum.